All right, dreamers. We are live. We are live. Hey, for those who are watching right now and you're brand new to my show, my name is The Dreamer. How's it going? How's it going? I'm glad to see you're here. Shout out in the chat. Feel free to ask Tony Russell from Psychosis a question. He will be sure to answer that. Check it out. This is going to be a big month for Hanging with Dreamer. Quick shows, announcements for shows to look out for. Also, tonight, I'm doing a world premiere on my channel. So check it out. Wes Griffin. He serves our country, you guys. Gotta support the military. And it's a video that I created for him. That's going to be a world premiere at 6:30 tonight on the Dreamers Life on YouTube. Be sure to subscribe and smash that bell notification because this is a very special video I created for Wes in a very out of the box thinking sort of way. I'm pretty proud of it, and I'm probably going to do more of them. But be at the premiere. I'll be there. Be at the premiere. Leave your comment. Leave a like. Subscribe. Share. Check out all the support links down in the description box below. That would be awesome. And lastly, do consider my PayPal link. I am trying to build the production, build the show. I'm always thinking of new ways to put on a better production. Please consider hitting that PayPal link because every cent that comes through that goes right back in production, not in my pockets. Don't need it, don't want it. I'm trying to improve my production. So thanks, guys. Today on the show, as you saw at the thumbnail, I have Tony Russell from Psychosis in Houston, Texas. So let's all give Tony a lot of love today. He's been a great patient guy to work with. He's a good guy, and let's show all the love and support that we can. Please, say hi in the chat, introduce yourself. So without further ado, let's bring Tony out of the green room and let's all say hi. You're watching Hanging with the Dreamer, featuring Tony Russell from Psychosis in Houston, Texas. Hey, Tony, how's it going, man? How you doing, Tony?
Yeah, you're still crackling. It's real hard to understand you.
It might just be like your earbud.
Okay.
Earbud jack. So, can you hear me okay now, Tony?
It's the same thing, but I can understand you. We can get through it.
Okay. Well, let's see who's in the chat. We got Marcy Douglas in the chat saying, hey, Will. We got Landshark Mark in the chat. Hey, Will. Hey, Marcy. Hey, Landshark Mark. Thanks for being here. So, Tony, what is the history of Psychosis, Texas? What is the history of the band?
Yeah, it's really hard to understand you. Okay, well, we started like in 2002. Played mostly in Austin, San Antonio, and came back to Houston 2 years later because I'm from here, and got in a band together. Played for quite a bit, recorded a couple albums, and then moved to LA for a while, a couple of years, played out there, then moved back to Houston, and took a 6-year hiatus, wrote at least 4 albums worth of material. And now we're starting to play again. We've been playing about almost 2 years.
Well, that's cool. That's cool, man. Hey, Marcy Douglas is wondering if you could do this without your headphones.
Without my headphones? Oh, he's talking to you because I don't have headphones on.
Okay. So this is what
Yeah,
show
I'm
my
talking about you, your headphones.
no.
Because I don't have them on. My phone.
I'll feedback like crazy. Do you have those things that you could plug into the bottom of your phone?
She's hearing you loud and clear. My wife is next to me. She's listening to you, and she hears you loud and clear on the playback, but it's a delay.
I'm gonna.
Yeah. I tried that, but I didn't do anything. Still the same. Yeah. I can't hear anything with the headphones on. It's just coming out of my speaker. Why? Oh, okay.
Hey, Tony. That's all right. This stuff always happens live. Sorry, everybody. We're working on it. Can you read this right here? Can you read this right here? All right. Thank you, Marcy.
X out of this. Yeah.
All right. Thank you, Marcy. So, Tony, what is the inspiration? What is the band's inspiration?
Inspiration?
What is the band's inspiration?
I don't know. We try to be our own. We don't really try to be like anybody else. I don't think we sound like a lot of other bands. So if there's a delay, I'm listening to your question through her phone.
I hear them.
So if there's a delay, I'm listening to your question through her phone.
I hear them.
Yeah, so I can hear you through her phone. Yeah, so I can hear you through her phone. Sorry, people. Smoke them if you got them.
Yeah, we're working on it, everybody. Sorry about that. Did you turn my volume down? All right, well, we can run on a delay. It's just like 5 second delay, and I can listen to the questions through her phone. Okay. What are your favorite guitars?
Well, I have a Fender custom shop Strat. It's a Eric Clapton Blackie, and I have a 2020 Gibson Les Paul Gold Top Standard. Those are the only two I play.
Goldies, yeah, I love Goldies. That's awesome. Marcy Douglas is saying down. So
I play through a Kemper lunchbox with the remote.
thanks, Marcy. So you play through a Kemper lunchbox. Yeah, there's a lot of echo. What are your favorite patches? What are your favorite patches, Tony, to use for your Kemper profile?
Passions? Oh, I use, I kind of took the Brown sound from Eddie Van Halen and tweaked it out.
Do you use like
The famous Brown sound.
do you use pedals on top of that? Do you surround the profiler with pedals, with analog pedals?
Yes, I use the Mission pedal, expression pedal for different bleedings, and I use the Bad Horse Wah and the old Digitech synth envelope for different tricks.
I love Digitech pedals, man. I've had a whammy pedal a couple of occasions. I love Digitech, man. I still have a Digitech Dragon Wah that I use regularly. I really love it. Have you ever tried that?
Yeah, they make some interesting stuff. I haven't. I've had this one for probably 12 years.
Well, I've got a video here. Hey, everybody who's watching, thank you for being here. I'm talking to Tony Psychosis from Texas, from Houston, Texas, Houston area. So pardon the delay and pardon the connection issues. Hang in there with us. We're doing the best we can. I've got 3 videos to play. And that'll give Tony a minute or two to work on it, to work on the audio and on his end. So this first video I have is Psychosis Live, All Sacred Things. Let's check it out.
Ooh, I can't breathe. You wanna get high? Wanna get high? Set it right. Wanna get high? Wanna get high? Set it right. With your eyes to a surround.
To get beyond your routine ways of thinking and acting and experiencing. You have to go out of your mind. You have to go out of all the statics of ways in which you think. Most of us, most of the time, see the world through very small circles. You mean there's perhaps 1 billion potential energy business inside your head.
Hey, Tony.
Okay, let me see if I can hear you. I did some adjustment.
Oh, cool. Can you hear me now?
I put
Check.
her earbuds in. Yeah, it's not crackling.
Oh, cool. Can you understand me now?
Yeah, I think we got it.
Okay, cool. I'm with the show, man.
All right.
So I played a couple of videos. I'm gonna look into the all
Yeah,
things. So I'm gonna look into the
yeah,
all things sacred video because there was no volume on that. So I'm gonna look into that after.
okay,
So
right.
tell me about Want to Get High. Tell me about that song, the backstory to that song, to the live performance. I Want to Get High.
Yeah, well, I wrote that when I was in California, playing with that band, and we just came up with it. A buddy of mine, Steven Etlin, was over. He was playing my guitar actually, and I think I was playing bass, and we were just jamming, and it just came to me, and pretty much, I never recorded it until I got back to Houston and recorded it 4 or 5 years ago, and we started playing it live here. That's about it.
So, what's the backstory to All Things Sacred?
All the Sacred Things.
Yeah.
It's about abortion. It's about the guy getting a girl pregnant, the girl going and having an abortion without telling the guy she was pregnant.
Yeah. Nah,
Yeah, we get
it produced.
a little. What?
What were you saying, Tony?
I said, we get a little political sometimes.
Well, if there's anything that you could tell the listeners that are watching live right now and that are going to
Yeah.
watch this on the replay, what what would you want to say to the listeners? What would you want to say to your public, man?
Um, that we're trying to finish up the drum tracks on the new album. We'll be releasing it soon. It's called Down the Rabbit Hole. And then I'll focus on the next one, which it's already, most everything is done. I just got to get the drum tracks recorded. My drummer, Kelly Wright, will be tracking those soon. And we're going to focus on that and try to limit our live performances for a little while until we get those albums done. Just
So
thanks for
while you're
listening.
right on. So Tony, tell me what was your favorite place to play when you were living here in LA?
I like the bowling alley at Hollywood Highland. That was fun. We always had a blast there. Um, Boy, it's just I went blank on some of those places, but we played all over Hollywood, West Hollywood. I mean, North Hollywood, and uh, all the way from Orange County. We were playing up there a lot, and it was a fun place to play. I hated driving all the traffic there. It's ridiculous. Houston was
Mhm.
bad, but LA's ridiculous.
It is. It is. Believe me, I take no offense to that at all. It LA's terrible. Um, absolutely horrible. So, what are the goals? What are the goals of your musical vision? Where do you want to see the music that's inside of your head? Where do you want to see that music grow to, mature to? What do you want to do? What's the big picture for the music that's in your head, man?
Um, I'd like to get an indie label to back us and put us on tour. Pretty much that. It's playing smaller venues and stuff. I'd love to tour Europe. To tell you the truth, I'd rather have a record label there, tour there, not have to deal with this country. I think we'd be well received there,
You would be.
but we'll see.
You would be. I believe that. I believe that Europeans, well, Europe in sense, Europe is absolutely out of their mind for rock, for metal, for any kind of loud, just jamming music. Europe goes crazy for that stuff, and so does the Orient. The Orient loves that stuff too, man. And Japan, um, really, what stands out in my mind is Japan.
Oh yeah,
From everything from the Budokan to just everywhere a band can play in Japan, your chances are you're going to have a sold out crowd, whether anybody has even heard of your music or not. You know, that stuff
right.
still happens. It was happening in the 70s, it was happening in the 80s, it happened in the 90s, and now it's happening in mid 2000s. The the Japanese people love rock and roll, love rock, man.
They do.
So, it's just something to think about later on down the line. So, do you have any ideas for a video?
Yeah, we want to shoot some videos, but I need to finish the down the rabbit hole first. I got to finish the drum tracks on that and get that out released, and then we'll focus on videos. But yeah, I have plenty of ideas for videos. Some
Well,
crazy stuff.
I have somebody I can recommend for videos.
Okay, perfect.
Actually, my promotional partner, the Pure Music Factory, that does excellent, 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 excellent videos for Rob Zombie, Marilyn Manson, State of Mind, Texas, John Ferris, and many others at Pure Music Factory. Reach out to John Giles on Facebook, John
Okay.
Giles, Giles, and just say hi. Yeah, just say hi. My name is Psychosis from the band Psychosis, and I hear you do great videos. Start up a conversation with them. And
yeah, I'll tell him you told me to give me the good price.
Yeah, no, don't tell them that.
Uh,
but what Tony, what you do tell them is just uh, introduce yourself. Tell them you know me, and see if you could start up a conversation like that.
yeah.
And check out his YouTube channel. Check out some Pure Music Factory on YouTube, and check out some of the videos that he's done already. And that will give you something to talk to him about, man. He's a good guy.
Yeah, I'll do that.
He's real easy to
I'll do
talk
that.
to. He's real easy to talk to. He's a good guy, nice guy. And he promotes the Dreamer's Life on his YouTube channel. I promote him. So he's a good guy, real good guy. And I'm thankful that he's my promotional partner. Plus, also, this interview will eventually end up on Jay Remy's magazine, High Voltage Video Magazine on Facebook. This interview will eventually end up in that magazine.
Cool.
So, because I'm a featured artist.
Yeah, I know Jay.
I have a featured.
a couple of times.
I have a featured spot in this magazine every month, and I'm very thankful to him for it. I don't take it for granted. I try to give him my best stuff. I really appreciate him. Jay's a real good guy. He's at the top of my list of people that you want in your life. He's a good guy, man.
Cool, yeah.
I owe him a lot. I really do. So that if there were any, name some independent labels, because sooner or later somebody in the music profession is going to watch this interview. So name some indie labels that you would like to work with.
Oh, I don't even know, man. There's so many of them now. It's ridiculous. I just want somebody that's going to focus on us. That's why I don't want to do a big label. Never really wanted to. I think the small ones will focus on you. I'm not looking for a tour bus, huge. I want, moderate tours, like a couple of bands. But I'd much rather prefer Europe. I mean, Rap Hack Records, I know Doug Pinnick. My old drummer, my original drummer, Sean of Oil, he was Doug's bass tech from King's X. And he did all their European. Yeah, he did. Yeah, from King's X, and he's in KXM now with
George Lynch.
He's playing with George Lynch and the drummer from
and Ray lives here. Yeah.
See, Doug used to live in Katy here. He's lived here the whole time up until about, I guess, 4 or 5 years ago, and he moved out to LA. And my drummer Sean took over his house while he was in LA, and so he basically had rented his house from him. So we go way back. But
Yeah,
Rat
Doug's
Pack
a
Records
good
would
guy.
be nice. Yeah, he's
Yes.
really a sweet guy. We've recorded
Yeah.
in his studio at his house, my buddies, and we all did a few songs there. It's pretty fun.
That's awesome. That's awesome. Have you heard Doug Pinnick's newest music?
Oh yeah, I heard the new track. I can't remember what it's called. I saw it the other day. Is it on? I think it's Pound Hound Records or
Yeah,
whatever.
it's on
It's
YouTube.
just him. Yeah, yeah, yeah. He's a great artist. Great representation of
It's on
Houston.
YouTube.
Him. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, Doug Pinnick. Doug Pinnick, I think, would be a great person to work with. You know.
Yeah, I got a funny story about him. I recorded the EP Mindfuck, and it was the last album I released. And we took our tracks, raw tracks from the studio in Austin, and brought them to Doug's house, and we had a listening party, just me, him, and John. And boy, he ringed me good. He picked out all the mistakes, all the things that need to be changed, and everything. It was pretty funny, but I took it to heart, and we changed them all. We took his advice.
Were you glad you did?
Oh yeah, of course. It was very humbling. Very humbling.
You know what I'm thinking about is the King's X song, Key Changer.
Oh yeah, yeah. I
2
listened to
weeks.
that the other day. He posted it on Facebook, and I listened to it. Then I hadn't heard that in a while. But
Rat Pack Records would be a good one.
yeah, I have another friend that's on there, and another band, and they tour exclusively in Europe. Trying to Mother Road, and a buddy of mine, he plays. I guess he plays guitar for them now. He's an actually original drummer, but Keith Slack, and he's on Rat Pack Records too. And he's from Beaumont out here, east of Houston. But he's a really nice guy too. Been friends with him for a while.
Well, Landshark Mark in the chat said Doug's a really cool guy. I'd met him and hung out with him. And also Landshark Mark had jammed with Jerry Gaskill.
Oh yeah.
Jerry, man. Jerry's no slouch either.
Oh no. Yeah,
That's awesome. Yeah,
He can
Jerry.
rock.
What's that?
No, I say he can rock. He's good. We've hung out with him.
Have you seen the latest thing that Ty Tyborg's working on?
No, not recently. The left one cut out completely.
When I'm sitting down, like doing guitar music and thinking of guitar music, Ty Tybor always pops in my head. You know,
Yeah.
he's cool. He's cool, man.
Do
He's
you-
a big,
Do you have the MP3 tracks I sent you? I think Relapse would be a way better representation of the new album, and if you could play that, that would be really cool.
sure. Let me open up my email real quick.
'Cause what
Relapse.
what you played was a show where I had a buddy of mine from New Orleans in singing with us, and that was really old. I think that was the first show, our first show as this band that I have here with me and Kelly Wright, and that was the first show we played at BFE. And when the COVID lockdown started, we were the last band to play.
Oh, wow.
Houston. So and everything was out for almost a year, I guess.
Well, let's
yeah,
see.
play Relapse. That'll be a good introduction to the new album.
Oh, cool. I'd love to, but I don't see it. I have Hate It must be. It must have slipped your mind. Are you alive? A man in coma? You want to get high? I want to love you. Kiss the sky.
Play Kiss
Out
the
of my
Sky. Play Kiss the Sky.
okay. Let's
Try that
see.
one.
I've never played an audio file before, so if I'm able to do this, that would be cool. That'll give me something new. So let's
Relapse
share.
is on the YouTube channel too that I sent you. It's on there live. We played that at every show. So
Well, what do you know? I'm able to play audio files now.
hey, first, see, we're teaching you
Hey, I wish
stuff.
somebody would have told me that. Well, now I know. See, you try to get one past the dreamer, and I got you.
Yeah.
So check it out. Mark's probably cracking up. Landshark Mark, are you still with us? This is cool, man. We learn something new every day, don't we, Landshark Mark? Well, all right. Let's see what happens when I hit share. Hopefully, it won't crash my stream. Let's see what happens. Let's see. And there it is. All right.
Interesting.
A picture of you in my hand is all I have left of you. The memories are fading fast. There's nothing I can do. Everything is beautiful. Everything is fine. I can't see you anymore. You won't get the best of me. Hey, you, I'm bleeding because of you. I can take it, I can take it, I can take, I can take it, I can take it all away. When you you won't get the best of me. Hey, you, heart is bleeding because of you. I can take it, I can take it, I can take it, I can take it all away. I can take it, I can take it, I can take, I can take it, I can take it all, I can take it, I can take it, I can take, I can take it, I can take it all away. God is on my side. He is in my corner, and he's here to deliver me. He ain't coming, he is here, Jehovah. He's here right now, and he's here to deliver me. Tell your neighbor, God is gonna bless me. God is gonna bless me.
All right. All All right, that was Kiss the Sky Dreamers by Psychosis in Texas. Let's see, Tony, are you still with me?
Yeah, I'm here. I'm here. We're sending you relapse on your messenger. I don't know if you could play it that way, but that would be the choice song to play. Or the video, actually. We're sending you a YouTube link to the video from my Psychosis.
I can't.
All right.
I can't play YouTube videos.
I thought you.
Well, yeah, screw it. I'll play it. That's all right.
All right, yeah.
I already have a disclaimer in the description box telling YouTube disclaimer. I have permission to play everything that I play. So,
all right.
So we'll see what happens now. Yeah, send me over the YouTube link.
It's all right.
So which one of these other MP3s, Tony, would you like me to play? Out of My Mind, Deadlock Bleeding. It Must Have Slipped Your Mind.
Yeah, you can play Slip Your Mind. Yeah, play that one. That's off the new album.
Oh, okay, cool. So let me pull it up. Like so. Let me go over here. Let me just add it real quick.
This headphone could die anytime because the other one died. Oh. Here. Yeah, so
there we go.
Switch to that one.
All these windows don't mean nothing. Your eyes, all nothing. No surprise when you look at me. It's in your barely breathing, wasting time. All the voices tell me, set it on your mind. Give me everything, so give me what's mine. Hey, give me what's mine.
Turn the delay.
I'm waiting by the phone. You're never home. I will stay here like before. I will never leave you alone. Yeah. All the pressure's building on the wings of time. Just give me one more reason to open up and fill your mind. I'm waiting by the phone. You're never home. I will stay here like before. I will never leave you alone. Yeah.
All right, Tony Psychosis, man.
All right.
What's the back line to that single, man?
Do what now?
What's the back line to that
Didn't
song?
hear you.
The backstory. What's the backstory?
Backline?
Yeah, backstory.
Oh, of that song?
Yeah.
Oh, no, it's just the thing about people not speaking their minds. You know, pretty much that's it. It's about people beating around the bush.
Oh, beating around the bush. Yeah.
Yeah.
I got you. Well, I've got another video pulled up. And that
Which
would be Relapse. Haha.
Oh, nice.
got
Good.
Yeah. So let's do it. Let's play this
Yeah.
sucker.
Let's do
Finally.
it.
All right, dreamers. Here's
Isn't it
Relapse.
then?
Psychosis. Live in Texas. Just make sure. All right. There we go. Hit it.
That looks like Acadia.
Drain off the sun. That's a doozy.
It was pretty good,
All right.
Tony. That riff, it's always about that riff. It's always about, you know, the 2 or 3 notes or 4 notes that you can put to make a melody out of, and everything just seems to fall around it. Maybe it's
Yeah,
just me, or
my heart's always pounding after we play that song. It's pretty energetic. It's a tough one
well,
to get through when I'm hitting the pedals and, you know, stuck at the mic.
well, that's pretty short. What you guys in the chat think? Dreamers, shout out. That was a pretty. Well, actually, it was a perfectly executed song, man. So can you share a little bit of the backstory on that?
That song's pretty much, I wrote it about at the very beginning when I took the hiatus, and it's about going back with the same person when you know it's not going to work.
Yeah.
It just sounds like it's about drugs, but it's really about going back with the same person. You relapse.
Right.
You know
Right.
it's not going to work.
Then why do it? You know, why put
Right. Because
yourself through that misery? Why put yourself through that headache and
Right.
put that other person through the head trip too? So that's a good song, man. That's a real good song. I'd say the music that I've heard so far, I would say that Kiss the Sky, you want to get high, that real good. um, must have slipped my mind. And but slipped my mind. That's another good riff.
10%.
That's another good riff.
You
What's
switch.
What's the backstory, Tony, behind it must have slipped my mind?
It's just it's probably one of the few songs on Down the Rabbit Hole that's standard tuning. It's somebody came over and picked my guitar up and tuned it to standard, and
Yeah.
pretty much I mean I write my riffs usually when I wake up and fresh and just pick up the guitar, and the first thing that comes to mind, I mess with it for a little bit and then I record it. So that's pretty much how all these songs came about on this batch of 200. I just pick it up, and whatever happens, I record it. Everything on there, 95% of them are first takes. When I do the bass line and record it, it's always first take, first ideas that come to my head. I kind of try to stick to that way of writing this for Down the Rabbit Hole and 2 albums that I have coming after that. Just first thing that comes to mind. Don't think about it too much. I just kind of did it. Let it come out and be what it is instead of trying to perfect it and change it and do everything. And it's worked pretty well on this batch.
So that's interesting. So what's the backstory to the name Psychosis? We talked about this a little bit earlier, but what's the backstory that you chose that name? However, as many years ago that you did.
Well, when I started in 2002, my drummer at the time, he had a name Triple-Lot, like Triple-Lot buckshot shotgun, and so we used that for a while, and me and him had problems, so I got rid of him. So I wanted to change it to something else, and I was just looking through a dictionary, and I saw psychosis, the meaning of it, and it just seemed fitting to me. And so I had to get it tattooed on my arm. I don't know if you can see that, but that's basically because people don't know how to spell. They don't know how to spell psychosis. So let me see.
Now you got tattooed on your arm. Who did that? Do you remember?
Guy in yeah, he's actually in a band. A friend of mine's wife or husband, he did all this in San Diego, and he's a tattoo artist. I think he's in Big Bear now. Is it on? Okay, cool. Yeah, I'm switching earphones because the earbud's dying, so I'm just going from one and charging the other one. Seems to work the best. You're not crackling anymore.
Nah, I know.
Right.
Glad. That's awesome, man. Do you? I know I asked you before, but do you have any video ideas?
Yeah, I mean, I've got some pretty strange video ideas, but we're gonna focus on that when I get this Down the Rabbit Hole album done, and then we'll do 4 videos, I'm sure.
Well, that's awesome. That's awesome. So I see that we have more people viewing. How you doing, everybody? My name's the Dreamer. This is my little hole in the universe, Dreamland Studios. Talking to Tony Psychosis from the band Psychosis, the central area, Houston, Texas. So shout out in the chat and say hi. Ask Tony your question. No, I've got a question. So, what I'm wondering, has Psychosis ever gotten any write-ups, like features in newspaper, or had like events around town type of article, that type of thing.
Yeah, I got a good one for you.
What's up?
In Blanco, we played a show in Blanco, Texas, and we kind of got rowdy, and some of the girls were showing their butts and their boobs, and so we got banned from Blanco, Texas, and they had it on a sign, and it was in the newspaper the next day. That was kind of funny.
Banned from Blanco, Texas. Well,
Yeah.
yeah,
So we're banned in Blanco. We're banned in Sattler too. We got banned in Sattler too. We used to get rowdy back then. Before I moved back to Houston, we're kind of tame now.
Well, always remember, there's no such thing as bad press. Bad press is no press at all.
Yeah, I thought it was funny.
Actually, isn't that supposed to happen when a band plays live? Yeah.
Yeah.
I thought it was. I don't know. Everybody's different, I guess, man. So, what kind of where can everybody? That's funny. Where can everybody go to support Psychosis, the band out of the Houston area of Texas? Where can everybody go to buy Psychosis music and support the band?
Well, I'm gonna. Or did you put my email in the description box?
I did.
They can email me and I can send them tons of music. We'll make a deal. I'll send you 50 songs for $25. Email me. I have tons of music recorded. That's the best way to do it right now until we finish down the rabbit hole.
Well, check this out. Len, thanks for throwing that out there. Land Shark Mark says, my brother lives in Katy, just outside of Houston.
Yeah, I went to Katy High School.
Well, did you hear that,
I graduated
Mark?
from Katy.
Tony Psychosis went to Katy High School.
From Katy.
That's awesome. That's awesome. If there were any bands that you would like to tour with, who would that be?
Tour with?
Yeah.
Oh man. Big bands?
Yeah.
Perfect Circle. Alice in Chains. That would be nice. You know?
Cool.
We just want to start playing live. I keep having to adjust my phone because it's crackling until I touch this charger and then it stops crackling. So that's why I keep fidgeting with the phone.
No, that's all right. So if there were any pedal brands or guitar brands that you would like to get endorsed by and get sponsored by, who would that be?
Well, I play Eric Clapton's Blackie guitar, his signature guitar, and I've never been a huge fan of Eric Clapton, you know, but he makes a hell of a guitar. That's like one of my favorites. That's my go-to. I just love it. It's like butter. But I think the only thing that I'm lacking is a PRS. I think I want PRS. Kind of the in-between between the Strat and the Les Paul.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah. But I do like Eric Clapton's guitar. He makes a hell of a guitar.
Blackie. Yeah.
And
Blackie's.
Yeah, the Blackie. It's got the maple top, noiseless pickups. It's sweet.
Amazing.
Because my Les Paul doesn't have a tremolo bar, so I always go to the Strat I don't do a whole lot of solos. I'm more of a rhythm guy, and we're looking for a lead guitarist. And haven't really looked hard. We've just been trying to get tight as a 3-piece and find the right person that can bring vocals in, because I need backup vocals, and I'm not against having somebody else sing. You know, give me a break.
Hey,
Run
going
around
to
on stage because I'm always stuck in front of the mic.
yeah, yeah. That's vocal duties call. That's for sure. Did you ever
Yeah.
maybe consider pursuing a I mean, of course, you're gonna write like you've been writing, which is awesome. I know that one of my biggest influences, personal influences, is Joan Jett and the Black
Oh wow.
Hearts. Real basic, dimed out on the master, low gain, getting those powered
Three
tubes.
chord wonders.
Yeah, getting those
Yeah,
powered tubes.
three chord songs.
Yeah, and they packed the right combination of those 3 chords, just pack a punch, and that is absolutely undeniable. I'm an old school 80s rocker. Well, 70s rocker. Um, yeah, I'm a big Junkyard fan. I love the band. I have tons of music from the band Junkyard, and I have
Yeah.
a lot of music from a band called Mono Inc. in Germany. They're pretty cool. Dust and Bones in Germany. I've had them on my show a long time ago. They're cool. I really like that band. Um, I have some Alice Cooper. I've had Chuck Garrick, the bass player, on my show once. He emailed me just the other day. He's gonna come back, so I'm looking forward to that. That's gonna be cool. He hasn't. Chuck hasn't seen my new production yet, so I'm excited about that. That's gonna be cool. Good guy, real good guy, solid, down to earth guy, man. Great guy, great guy, real sweetheart. It's awesome. Um, I can't
Yeah, we
say
can't wait
enough.
till you come to Houston. We'll have
Yeah, man.
throw a party when you come to Houston.
Thank you, man. No, you know what? I'm definitely gearing everything that way, man. I'm gonna come out for a couple of weeks, do some on-site interviews. I'm gonna bring my ported studio with me, which is my laptop, my tablet, and my Zoom recorder, handheld recorder. I'm gonna bring a couple cameras with me, and yeah, it's gonna be cool, man. I'm looking forward to it. I'm definitely looking forward to it. So, did you ever picture? Thank you, by the way. Thank you. Did you ever picture psychosis?
I lost audio. Emily.
Uh-oh,
See
lost
if I can
audio.
try these again. Maybe this will work. Said I lost audio. So I don't have any audio right now. Give me a sec. You there?
Yeah,
I hear you. Okay, I'm back. Yeah,
All right,
yeah, we're
cool.
having to charge earbuds. I didn't know we were going to use those. So
That's cool.
all right,
That's
I'm
cool.
back.
No worries. No worries. But now the last question I have, do you have any questions for me?
I can't hear you. What?
Do you have any questions for me?
Do I have what? Yeah, we're cutting. It's cutting out. I'm hearing you for a sec. All right, try it again. Oh, questions for you. How do you like living in California?
I don't. I don't. I've been here
You're,
my whole.
you know, your governor cheated on that recall election, right? The same way the Biden regime cheated on the election in 2020. Same algorithms, but he's caught, and all that's about to come out soon. So maybe y'all won't be mistreated for long, because he went full Nazi on y'all now. Lockdowns, everything, everybody gets a vaccine. Just ridiculous. That guy's going to prison. He's definitely going to be in the next Nuremberg trials that are coming up. All these idiots are.
Well, I know that the Texas governor is pretty strong about making sure that the good people of Texas don't have to go through this kind of stuff.
Yeah. So what's the coolest band you've ever interviewed?
Well, gosh, I've interviewed so many. I would definitely have to say Chuck Garrick, bass player, Alice Cooper, bass player. As far as an artist goes, Beasto Blanco. As far as the band goes, Calico Cooper. I would definitely say Stress Level Red's definitely right up on my upper list of bands that I've interviewed. Robert Creech, Project, Surrender Stella. Definitely Surrender Stella.
Yeah, we want to play with them. I want to book a show with them. We've never played a show. I've seen them a few times. I know Seven, the singer.
Mm-hmm. I love Seven. He's a great guy, man. I've had a chance to talk to him a little bit. He's good people. He's good people. And I'd say Dust and Bones, a band out of Germany called Dust and Bones. If you ever get a chance, look up Dust and Bones on YouTube.
Okay, I will.
But so far, those are my favorite interviews. Out of 175 interviews, those are my favorite. Those are my favorites. And, you know, I love meeting you, getting to know you. And John Ferris, he's also on my list, too. John Giles, Pure Music Factory, John Ferris.
You're right.
They're right up there. You're right up there with them. And I've interviewed a lot of people over the course of the last year and 3/4, almost 2 years. Well, about a year and a half.
Is there a band that you would not want to interview again?
Is there
My
a band?
Throwing me a couple of questions for you. So
that's cool.
Writing them down for me.
Thank you. Thank you. No, I honestly can't say there was. I've had difficult people to work with. You know, I've had to deal with difficult people. I've had to deal with people that didn't really know what they were doing. But then I've dealt with a lot of real good people. A lot of nice people, honest people, hardworking, dedicated, passionate people. So as far as in the interview, a band that I really never want to have to interview again, I can't really answer that. But I will say,
I would blame you.
I will say that I've interviewed a lot of difficult people. Now, I've some people that I was like, okay, you know, it's all good.
Yeah, that's a toughie.
That's a tough one.
Yeah, if there's any lead guitarists out there, contact me if you're in the Houston area. We're looking.
There you go. There you go. Cool, man. Well, I appreciate your questions. And if you ever have any questions, just call me, message me in Facebook, text me. I normally have two. Well, I need to end this, but can you hold on for a minute? I'm just going to
Sure.
play an outro video real quick. And I want to thank
Alrighty.
everybody for hanging out, hanging with the dreamer today. My guest,
what was
Tony
that?
Psychosis.
Okay, I got it.
But I'll be right back. Thanks for hanging out and working with us, everybody. Technical difficulties.